That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe.
Garrett Kurtz is back deep to receive for the Valle Catholic Warriors. Kicking off for Herculaneum looks to be Justin Ramsey. He's kind of the do-everything type kid on this Herky team. He can play quarterback, he can play receiver, he'll play defensive back, and now he's going to be kicking off. Herculaneum's almost in a mode for an onside kick here. This will be a little bit different. Ramsey's standing back at the 30. He'll kick off from the 40. And here we go, starting the 2008 season. Now Herculaneum spreads it out a little bit. And the kick is down to the far side, taken at the 10-yard line by Kurtz. Brings it up to the 20-yard line, across the 25, down just shy of the 30. Valle Catholic will begin 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Valle Catholic, their offensive line, Brian Kurtz, Mark Arnold, Brandon Lalamandir, Danny Roth, Anthony Meyer. Receivers, Michael Loida, Cole Beezer, Nolan Caro, Garrett Kurtz. Running back, Nathan Guile, and the quarterback, Mike Greminger, number 2. This is going to be a spread offense for Valle Catholic this season. Again, 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line, back to pass, and the throw comes to the near side. Catch made at the 32, turns it back up and across the 35. A good pickup there on the pass to the near side, which was caught by Nathan Guile. And he will get, it looks to be about 7 yards on the reception there. And it's going to be 2nd and about 3.
Yeah, that time he just threw to the inside receiver. The inside receiver ran just a little out, about a 5-yard out there. And nice pass by Greminger.
Delayed handoff up the middle, and it looks to be a 1st down. So you got the carry on that one, 32 getting the call. It was actually not in the starting lineup. That was Luke Uding who comes in to get the carry. He gets the 1st down, it looks like, about 3 yards on the pickup. And 1st and 10 for Valle Catholic as they have it on the 40, just shy of the 40-yard line. We'll check the Herculaneum defense after this next play as again out of the shotgun. Greminger rolling to his right. Throws the far side. The catch is made. Turned upfield at the 50-yard line into Herky territory. And down near the 45 is the receiver. He hits number 4, Michael Loida. That one good for about 15 yards and a 1st down for Valle.
Nice job by Greminger. They rolled the pocket out to the right, had great blocking, plenty of time, and Loida was able to get himself free. Just a little crossing pattern there.
Herculaneum's defensive backs, Justin Ramsey, Sam Edwards, Scott Kaltenbraun, linebackers Lonnie Baker, David Brown, Alex Hudson, and Ryan Watson. And the defensive line, Jesse Pigg, Caleb Southern, Sean Bunch, and Tyler Rulo. Here's a delayed handoff and stuck right at the line of scrimmage. A couple of yards lost on that play. And in there on the mix that time around is number 70 for Herculaneum, Alex Hudson. And that's about a yard loss on the play.
A good push by the Herky front 4 there. They had the fullback and the quarterback wrapped up.
Back to pass again, Greminger. Has an open man right side, turns it back in. He'll be shy. He escapes a tackle, gets down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Great second effort there on the catch made by Garrett Kurtz. And another completed pass for Greminger.
Right there, it was just a little 5-yard stop route. Makes a good catch, turns to the outside, breaks a couple tackles, and picks up the 1st down.
Herculaneum, their defense, struggling a little bit against this pass-happy Valle Catholic squad. And Greminger again will operate out of the shotgun with Uding joining him in the backfield. 4 receivers, 1 in motion coming to the near side. Fake handoff off the right tackle is the quarterback Greminger. He takes a hit and goes out of bounds. He got popped pretty good there by Sam Edwards. A couple of yards picked up there on the keeper by Greminger.
That was a good read by Sam Edwards staying home. They had a receiver coming in motion to the near side here, faked the handoff there to 34 Kurtz and kept it outside, and Sam Edwards did a good job reading that.
Greminger picks up 2 yards on the play. 2nd and about 8. Out of the shotgun again, pass to the near side, escaping one man to the near sideline, pushed out of bounds right around the 30-yard line is Nathan Guile, and he is going to be at about the 28-yard line, so he did break inside the 30. Not quite a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and short. Looks like they'll mark him at the 29-yard line. Check that, the 28-yard line. 3rd down and about 2. And a high snap, and now the ball's loose. Picked up by Herculaneum. It's a fumble by Valle Catholic on a high snap. And the fumble is recovered by Andrew Waits. And Herculaneum takes over after a costly Valle Catholic turnover.
You know, we talked about at the beginning of the game, especially when you're in a spread, and it's non-stop shotgun snaps over the quarterback's head. Herky right there on the ball. So as Valle St. John's driving the ball into their almost into the red zone of Herculaneum, makes their first mistake, Herky capitalizes.
So now Herculaneum takes over. Jason Washburn, the quarterback. Here's the line in front of him. Nick Kaufman, Spencer Alexander, Andrew Waits, who just had the fumble recovery, David Brown, and Tyler Rulo. Skill positions, Caleb Southern in at the tight end, John Brown at one wide receiver spot, Sam Edwards, Justin Ramsey the others, Jesse Pigg, and then of course we'll see Malcolm Smith in there as well throughout the night. Smith will get the carry off the left side, moving the pile, still pushing forward. He gets to about the 45-yard line, finally brought down. There's a flag on the play, but a great second effort by Malcolm Smith as he rumbled and stumbled and pushed defenders for about an 8-yard gain, and we'll see about the penalty as they talk it over. We'll look at the Valle Catholic defense real quick. In the defensive backfield, Michael Loida, Cole Beezer, Nick Brown. Linebacking core, Nolan Caro, Aaron Bosler, Danny Roth, Garrett Kurtz, and then an defensive line of Brian Kurtz, Anthony Meyer, Zach Ferguson, and Wade Roth, and the penalty is against Herculaneum.
Got penalty of pushing the pile on that one.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It still winds up being a gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 1st and 6.
What a great effort by Malcolm Smith there.
Out of the shotgun now is Washburn. And the handoff goes to Smith. Gets around one man, sidesteps a man at the 50, gets across to the 45. 1st down pickup for Malcolm Smith. And Herculaneum is into Valle Catholic territory.
That's a good piece of running right there. He had to dodge number 73 from Valle Catholic, Brian Kurtz, right at the line of scrimmage, and stopped, started, and picked up 14 yards there. What a great run, just off right tackle.
1st and 10 for Herculaneum after the run by Malcolm Smith, and now the Herculaneum goes to the I formation. And the pitch goes to Smith, left side, cuts it back in, runs over a man, still on his feet at the 40-yard line, still going down the middle of the field, and gets another 1st down run. Malcolm Smith, he's just escaping tacklers left and right, and he is going to pick up about 14 yards, make it 15 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 Herculaneum, as they are just shy of the Valle Catholic 30-yard line.
Well, they just ran a sweep to the left. Actually, I wouldn't call it. It was a quick pitch to the left there. He was all by himself, dodged the first tackler, breaks, stiff arms the next 2 tacklers before he's brought down. He's just a man on a mission right now, as both these teams are running the no-huddle version of the offense here.
Herky's going to go back to the shotgun again. Washburn takes the snap, gives to Smith again, running up the middle, escapes one tackler. Shoestring tackle, he falls just shy of the 25-yard line, make it to the 24, and that'll be a pickup of about 5 yards. Another good run for Malcolm Smith. He's a workhorse here in this first offensive series for Herky.
Yeah, if that wasn't an ankle tackle by Kurtz there for Garrett Kurtz for the Valle St. John Warriors, that might have been a touchdown there.
Again, out of the shotgun is Washburn. Handoff goes to Jesse Pigg this time, and he gets tripped up as he gets across the 20, and he looks to have the 1st down. Good run for Jesse Pigg. Herculaneum right now overpowering Valle, if you will, with this power running style. They've also been running out of this shotgun, though. I mean, but but they still have that lead blocker every time, even though they have that shotgun formation.
Good play call right there. They faked to Smith, came back with the trap with Pig, and everybody was focusing on Malcolm Smith.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Herculaneum knocking on the door. Smith gets the carry, gets tripped up at the line, rumbles forward, not much there. 51 on the tackle. Aaron Bosler made the tackle on that one for Valle.
He came slicing in right there. That was a great play by number 56 there, Bosler.
Smith picks up maybe a yard. Washburn out of the shotgun again. Fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to the near side. Heaves into the flat. The ball is dropped a little bit high. Looked in by Sam Edwards, but he couldn't quite haul that one in. It's an incomplete pass. It brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Black Cats.
That was a tough grab there. Washburn was chased out of the pocket there. Just threw off his back foot. It got a little high. Sam Edwards tried to get up there and get it. Just Sam Edwards doesn't have a lot of height to him, which doesn't help his calls in that play right there. About 5'10".
Now we got a critical 3rd and long for Herculaneum. They're just inside the 20-yard line, make it the 19, as Washburn again will operate out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Smith. It's going to be a double reverse. It tripped up. Great play in the backfield. 55 for St. Genevieve. Danny Roth comes through and tripped up Edwards as he was getting the double reverse. A handoff to Smith, and then Edwards trying to come through on the reverse. And Roth penetrated the line and made the tackle in the backfield. Big loss, about 7 yards on the play. Now it's 4th and long. So it'll be out of the shotgun again. Washburn on this 4th down play, they're going for it. Too far out for a field goal, too close to punt it. So Washburn's going to look to throw. Throws over the middle, incomplete, and it's intercepted by Valle. Coming down the near sideline and tackled at the 45 is number 3 for the Valle Catholic Warriors, who made the pick. That's Zach Weiler. And he gets to the 44-yard line. So Herculaneum on 4th down throws an incomplete pass, an interception, and that will give the ball back to St. Genevieve with 6:51 to go first quarter. There's no score. Both teams now with a turnover.
About a 25-yard return there by number 3, Zach Weiler. Made a great catch. Came to the outside and chased down by Washburn.
So the Weiler INT gives it back to Valle. And here's Greminger looking to pass. And he hits the man in the middle of the field, spins away from one tackler, and then gets hammered down into Herculaneum territory at about the 47-yard line. Not quite a first down, but about an 8-yard pass completion there. And Valle Catholic now is into Herky territory.
Yeah, he just ran about a 2 or 3 yard hitch, turned right around, caught it, broke a tackle, and took it 6 more yards.
Greminger takes the snap, backs up to the 45, looks to heave it down the left sideline, and incomplete off the fingertips of Nathan Guile. He had a shot at that one. He probably would have fallen out of the end zone had he brought that one in, but it still would have been a catch, but it goes off the fingertips instead.
Yeah, the quarterback, Greminger, was rushed by 82, Pig from Herculaneum. And he threw it probably a little faster than he wanted to, but it was right there on the money and just couldn't be brought in by number 7, Nathan Guile.
So now Valle Catholic goes to a bunch formation. They give it to Guile off the right tackle, cuts it back inside. He'll have the first down plus a couple more. Across the 45-yard line, brought down at the 43. That'll be a first down run for Guile and Valle Catholic. They'll move the chains again.
That incomplete pass the play before by Greminger was his first incomplete pass so far this game. The first series, he was 4 for 4 for 42 yards until they had the snap go over his head, which ended their first drive.
3 receivers to the near side for Valle, as again it's Greminger out of the shotgun, high snap, and he pulls it down. And they're going to set up a little screen pass across the middle. Great pickup there. The catch again made by number 3, Zach Weiler, who had the interception earlier, and now he's going to have a first down catch and run as he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. Good 13 yards on that pass play, and Valle Catholic gets another first down.
And they're just really throwing some simple 4 or 5 yard passes, and the line's getting downfield and throwing some blocks for them.
Greminger looks to run this one, fakes up the middle, now he's trying to get to the right corner, down the right sideline, cuts it back in, he will score! Touchdown, Valle Catholic! Great quarterback keeper, and he got some room to the right side, had blockers in front, nobody could catch him as he got to the sideline, and Greminger scores on the quarterback keeper.
That was a nice play right there. Fake, got penalty. Block in the back.
Man.
Wow.
Flag on the play, hold against Valle, and no touchdown.
It looked like a block in the back, and it might have been on Sam Edwards out there. He was the cornerback, and he sucked in, and then when he turned to go back out, it looked like he may have got hit in the back there, and that was the block that sprung him for the touchdown. But still, what a great play fake by Greminger, and it's rotten luck for the Warriors there that happened, but Herky's got to pick it up here. They're missing a lot of tackles so far early in this game.
So after the penalty yardage, it's still going to be first down at about 9. And Herky jumps off sides. Or did Valle jump? Did Valle bring the Herculaneum defense across? And it looks like that's going to be the case. Someone from Valle moved. So after a block in the back call, now we're going to have illegal procedure against Valle Catholic off as they jump.
And we always had this early in the season. So far they had a great drive the first one, 50 or 60 yards, a botched snap. Now you got a touchdown run, block in the back. Penalties and turnovers will kill you in the first game if you're just not ready to play.
You can almost tell this is a first game of the season for both teams.
Yes.
Valle out of the shotgun again. Greminger looks to throw. Gets rid of it across the middle, and a high snap, a high throw, incomplete. And now a flag comes in as Herculaneum may have bumped the receiver as he went up to try to make the play on it. That looked to me like it was going to be kind of uncatchable. But it is going to be pass interference against the Herky Black Cats. So this will negate some of the penalty yardage that Valle Catholic has incurred on this drive. Those back-to-back penalties when it looked like they had a touchdown.
And this is exactly what, like you said earlier, some of those coaches were a little disappointed that they were going to miss a week of practices. And, we always see, mistakes, mental mistakes and turnovers early in the season. But we're probably going to see a lot more, and maybe even going to the week 3 here, of these turnovers and bad penalties because of that week that they lose. And, think, well, a week's not that big of a deal. Well, in football, it's a huge deal because of timing and kids learning new positions, and especially when you have these kind of offenses where they're spread offenses and they're learning all these pass routes and the defense is out there chasing people, running all over the field, linebackers chasing receivers instead of making tackles on running backs.
So Valle Catholic is now taking the snap. It's a power run, and they get some room up the middle. But Herky is quick to the task of bringing him down. After that penalty yardage, by the way, Valle lined up 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. And they'll pick up a few on that running play, but Herky got to him pretty quickly, held him to about a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and about 7. Ball now on the 15-yard line. Greminger back to pass, looking left. He's trying to find someone in the corner of the end zone. He overshoots his target. Trying to find Nathan Guile in the corner of the end zone. Too strong, incomplete.
Yeah, he threw that one on just a little bit too much on a line. He should have put a little bit more loft on, let the receiver run underneath it. Had good protection again. I mean, Herky's having a hard time getting to him, putting any pressure on him. And Valle St. John's doing a great job of rolling the pocket to the left, roll it to the right, getting good protection.
Under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, and we're going to get a timeout. Here, there's no score between Valle Catholic and Herculaneum. Timeout was called by Valle to talk it over. As they're knocking on the door, they're going to have it 3rd down and about 6 on the Herky 15-yard line.
That Fox Warrior team is going to be a pretty good team this year, Ryan.
They could be very tough.
They've got some good running backs up there. They've got a good backfield.
Levi Terrell, Micah Marino, those guys are going to really carry the load over there. They're speedsters. But a lot of replacing to do. There's a lot of replacing to do because Fox lost a lot from last year, but their numbers are very strong.
Yes. A lot different than just a few years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Here we're back from the timeout. Valle Catholic lines it up. 3rd down and about 6 on the Herculaneum 15-yard line. There's no score in this contest. Both teams have had the ball once. Both teams have turned it over. This is Valle Catholic's second opportunity. Grimminger looking to throw into the near side, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Justin Ramsey, and he steps out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So another Valle Catholic turnover as Grimminger is picked off by Ramsey. So another turnover by Valle Catholic.
That was a great read by number 15, Justin Ramsey, from his safety position. He comes over, looks like he's going to have the touchdown. He was going to number 18, Cole Beezer. Had him, the D-back was beat. Justin Ramsey comes across from the end zone at the 4-yard line, tiptoes before he goes out of bounds. Did a great job making sure he kept both feet in.
And the only problem is Herculaneum will have to line up on their own 4-yard line, but he did keep Valle Catholic out of the end zone. Here's Smith with the carry, up the middle, breaking tackles, gets to the 10-yard line and brought down. Got just across the 10 to about the 11. Good pickup of about 7 yards for Malcolm Smith. It'll be 2nd down and a couple. Smith has certainly been the weapon for Herculaneum, the weapon of choice on offense. He's touched the ball in almost every offensive play. Jesse Pigg joins him in the backfield as it'll be Washburn out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pigg gets it this time. He's got some room up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Across the 25-yard line. Down to the 27. 1st down run for Jesse Pigg. He'll pick up about 16 yards. And Herculaneum now has a little breathing room as they get out of their own end zone.
You know, that's one of those infamous Herky slow developing runs that they just kind of hold the ball there. Everybody set their blocks, and they run the counter of the trap back to the right side from the left side. That hole, I don't know how it does, it just opens up and they run right through there. Great job by the Black Cat offensive line.
This time it's Smith running off the left side. He breaks a few tackles. He's still on his feet, spins, and he gets to the 35-yard line. Another great positive run for Smith. Boy, his yards after contact just has to be amazing so far. He gets to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of about 8 yards.
You know, the one thing that the Black Cats are doing is they're not doing a great job of blowing their man off the ball. I mean, most of them are undersized by the Valle St. John Warriors, but they're doing a great job of staying with their blocks, staying in the way, getting on them and staying with them.
Now Herky's going to an I formation with one receiver off to the left side. And the pitch goes to Smith coming near side, gets hit in the backfield, stumbles, and then falls at the line of scrimmage. Great job by Valle defensively as they held Smith in check. No gain. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, that was read by the whole linebacking core of the Warriors. They were all there. Number 55, 56, and 58. Roth and Basler, and Arnold. It's funny with Valle St. John, you keep hearing the same names year after year. You know, a Basler is a big name down there in the St. John area, both for St. John and Valle St. John.
Washburn out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Smith. Breaks a couple tackles, trying to cut it inside. And he is going to power his way to a 1st down. He's going to get to about the 37-yard line. He needed only about 2 yards for the 1st down, and it looks like he's going to get it. They may have to bring in the chains for this one. Surprised they haven't turned the lights on yet. And it is a 1st down. They do not bring the chains in. Smith gets the 2 yards he needs, and Herculaneum moves the football. 2.5 minutes to play in this 1st quarter, and there's no score. Herculaneum moving the ball nicely, started this drive off on their own 4. Washburn takes the snap, handoff to Smith, comes back up the middle. Good job protecting the football, rumbles across the 45-yard line to about the 46. Make it the 47. That's about a 9-yard gain for Malcolm Smith. He continues to bowl his way over people.
You know, when you're watching the Black Cat line, you know, they're doing a great job of they're reading the defense. I mean, they're letting the defensive lineman choose whichever way he wants to go, and then they just they get on him, and they turn him and let him go that way and just drive him back up, just drive him up the field. And they overrun the play. The line's doing a great job for the Black Cats.
Wade snaps the ball to Washburn again. Pill, and they hand off to Pig, and he gets stuck in the backfield. He got hammered and dropped for a couple of yards lost, so he'll lose about 2 on the play. Instead of 2nd down and 1, it's now going to be 3rd down and about 3.
That was a nice run blitz there by the Warriors. They filled all the gaps up the middle. Looks like they're going to try to force Herky to run more to the outsides because they've been having a hard time stopping the Black Cats between the tackles. So it looks like they're going to make some changes here early on and force the Black Cats to run outside.
A little over a minute now remaining in the first quarter. Herculaneum and Valle Catholic are scoreless. Out of the shotgun, Washburn takes the snap. He's going to run himself. Cuts it inside, spins, and lunges forward. He may have it on the spin move. Let's see where they mark him down. They mark him down near the 49-yard line. It looks like that's going to be enough. That's a solid 4-yard pickup by Washburn. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. He does. Herky moves the sticks.
Nice option run there by Washburn. Good decision by him not to give it to Malcolm Smith. They were running out of real estate there towards the sideline. Tucked it under. Great spin move, like you said. Got that first down. And remember, this Black Cat drive, which is now at the 49, their own 49, started at their own 4-yard line.
Yep.
After that big interception by Justin Ramsey,
which could have saved a touchdown, perhaps, or at least some possible points for Valle, as they were looking at third and I think it was about 6 from the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and this is huge right here. Black Cats have not stopped Valle St. John. Valle St. John has stopped themselves 2 possessions in a row.
Herky did do a good job of moving the football in their prior possession, but then just ran out of downs and threw the interception.
That double reverse also is what got them in that long situation for 4th down there.
Washburn is out of the shotgun. 2 backs joining him, 1 on each side, Pig and Smith. Snap goes to Washburn, gives to Smith. He's hit right up the middle, and he will be dropped for no gain. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards. First one to come through and stop him was, again, Danny Roth out of his middle linebacker position.
Yeah, it looks like that, Coach Nager and the Warriors are just like, you know what, we're just going to run blitz them. And we're just going to, we're going to wait, let them rotate our linemen out and just fill those gaps.
I think they're going to dare the Black Cats to do something else besides those inside runs.
Definitely.
Now Herculaneum has 3 receivers split off to the left side, 1 to the near side. And back to pass is Washburn. He has a man in the flat, but he's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for virtually no gain. He got that ball to Ramsey, and he may get a yard, if that, but it's still going to be 3rd and about 12 coming up. And now the first quarter comes to a close. We'll take a 1-minute break. No score between Valle and Herculaneum. Back in a moment on KJFF. Here, Herculaneum now switches sides, and they're looking at an all-important 3rd down and about 11 here to try to continue this drive.
Yeah, both teams have done a really good job of moving the ball, but the defense has just caught some breaks and made some good stops there.
Herculaneum trying to get the play in. A little bit of a delay before we get this first play going of the second quarter. Out of the shotgun is Washburn. 2 receivers to each side. 1 man in the backfield, that's Malcolm Smith. Washburn back to pass. He's going to take it himself up the middle, trying to run, and he gets tripped up at the 50, brought down. Only picks up about 3 yards. Now brings up 4th down, and it looks like the Cats will have to punt the football. So this time Valle Catholic's defense will hold. Herky did a good job starting off on their own 4-yard line, got up to the 50, but then the drive sputters.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the score of 0-0. So far in this game, we expected both defenses to do real well, but it really hasn't been so much the defense is stopping them as it is the offense is stopping themselves.
Cole Beezer back deep to receive as Pig lets go the punt. It's going to take a bounce at the 30. It's going to take a Valle Catholic bounce and rumbles just inside the 30-yard line. Looks like it's brought down to the 28. So that's where Valle will begin this next drive with 11:11 to play in the first half. No score between Valle and Herculaneum. A lot of big games taking place tonight in week 1 of the football season. I want to thank some of our sponsors of action here on KJF, including Dunklin R5 Schools and Herculaneum, Wilmix Concrete of Herculaneum, Western Auto of Peevely, and Pest Eliminators out of Barnhart. Here's a run up the middle by Valle Catholic, keeping it as Greminger, and he picks up a couple. Just gets across the 30-yard line. Check that, the 20-yard line, I'm sorry. It'll be second down and about 7 after the 4-yard pickup by Greminger on the keeper. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Come on, make a play, D.
And back again is Greminger. Now he's rolling to the left side. Throws a dangerous pass across the middle. What a catch! Catch is made, and then across the 35-yard line is the receiver. Another pickup by Garrett Kurtz. And that'll be a first down for Valle Catholic on a great catch.
That was an awesome catch there by Kurtz in traffic. Number 52 for the Herculaneum Black Cats looked like it was David Brown. He tried to go through and went for the interception or the tip. Didn't quite get it. Great hands, great concentration by Garrett Kurtz for the first down pickup.
And Valle moves the chains, and now a flag flies in. Someone may have jumped too soon off the Valle Catholic line. Or did Herculaneum jump? They're going back, and it will be against Valle. Full start against Valle Catholic, and that'll push it back 5 yards. It'll be first and 15 from the 32-yard line. Herculaneum and Valle Catholic scoreless, almost 2 minutes into the second quarter. We thought this one was going to be kind of a tight ball game, and it has been so far through this first half. Greminger takes the snap again out of the shotgun. He's going to heave it across the middle of the field and overshoots his man. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Michael Loida. And an incomplete brings up second down and 15.
Yeah, they ran the spread offense there. Number 4, Loida, was on the inside. He actually had beaten number 11 for the Black Cats, was Ryan Watson. Had beat him and Edwards, number 36, down the side, but just overthrew him about 5 or 6 yards there.
Clock stops at 10:05 remaining in the second quarter. Greminger brings the man in motion. And a flag comes in from the left side. And Valle may have jumped again too soon. And that will be the case. Another false start against Valle Catholic. So now it'll be second down and 20. So Valle digging themselves a hole in this possession. Their first 2 drives resulted in turnovers, even though they were able to move the football on both drives. But ultimately, they were stopped because of turnovers. And Valle Catholic takes a snap out of the shotgun again. Greminger rolling to the right side, dumps it over the middle, and there's a nice tackle there. He tried to escape, was Uding, but staying at home and making a big tackle. 67 of Herculaneum, that's Rulo.
Yeah, it looks like right there, Rulo wasn't for sure exactly where the ball was.
I'd take that back. I'm sorry, that was 87 who made the stop. That was Derek Lake.
Lake stayed with the receiver, didn't know where the ball was, but he actually put himself in the way and tripped up the receiver Uding for a -1 gain or -1 pickup.
Grimminger's going to take off. Now he comes to the near side, escapes one man, and he'll be pushed out of bounds shy of the 40. Right at the 40-yard line, it looks like. That'll be a good pickup for Grimminger, but it's still going to be 4th down and about 7. So Valle, again, will not be able to get this one. Their first 2 drives resulted in turnovers, ultimately. This time they'll have to punt. This will be the first time we see Herculaneum return punts. And it's going to be Ramsey back deep to receive. And Bosler will be the punter. Ramsey back deep as well as Washburn. So 2 men back deep. It's going to come to the near side to Washburn. He'll make the catch near the 35, turns up to the 40, gets tripped up at the 42-yard line. But still good field position for the Black Cats on this drive in this scoreless ball game with 9:11 play in the first half.
Nice open field tackle there by number 8, Daniel Cabral for the Warriors.
Which team is going to blink first? It's been defensive-minded. Both teams have had some turnovers, 2 by Valle, 1 by Herculaneum. Now Herculaneum with their 3rd drive of this ball game. Out of the shotgun is Washburn. Hands off to Smith running up the middle. Escapes one tackler, still on his feet to the 50, and he brought down in Valle Catholic territory at the 49. That's a great run again for Malcolm Smith as he stumbles for about 8.
Just dragging would-be tacklers.
He's dragging the Dragons with him, or not the Dragons, I'm sorry, the Warriors.
Yeah, he's just running hard tonight. He's getting hit early, and he just keeps dragging people. But Valle St. John has made some adjustments, and they keep run blitzing, and it is affecting the Black Cats here.
Only a 4-man front, but they're bringing the linebackers in quite often. Smith again with it, breaks another tackler, and he'll get the first down as he gets across the 49, brought down near the 47. That should be enough for a first. We'll see about the spot. Clock running with 8:10 to play in this first half. And now they're going to call for the officials' timeout. I believe they're going to bring in the chains to measure this one.
I don't know about this one, Ryan. I think he's short. I think he's short by about an inch. Just by where the ball is placed on the hash mark compared to where they have the sticks over there on the other hash mark.
I want to continue to thank our sponsors, including Linex of Herculaneum, the Doe Run Company out of Herky, the Boxing Gym in Arnold, and R&R Trailer Sales of Herculaneum. And the ball is placed down. The sticks say it's going to be a little bit short, a couple of inches. Couple of inches shy of that first down.
Wow. 1 for 1 on the early season here.
1 for 1's not bad. Hey, at least you get one right the whole season.
Exactly. It may be the only one I get all year.
So Herculaneum continues with this drive. Looking now at 3rd and inches. And Herky's going to punch it up a little bit. Looks like an I formation. Pig will serve as the fullback with Malcolm Smith deep in the backfield.
Watch the quarterback sneak here by Washburn. Pick this up.
And this time he will hand off to Smith. He'll get it easily. And he fumbles the football. The football was knocked out, and Valle Catholic is going to fall on it. And Valle takes over, and who got it done and falls on the football? Danny Roth, who's been making all kinds of defensive plays for the Warriors. Malcolm Smith fumbles it, and Valle Catholic recovers. They will have it 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line.
Now that makes 2 turnovers for both offenses tonight. 1 interception, 1 fumble apiece. That's a backbreaker there for the Black Cats. They were, had a nice little first down pickup there on their way to make up another first down. Only had an inch or 2 to go. He had it picked up, lost the ball.
So on their own 48-yard line, Valle Catholic jumps off sides again. The very first snap of this series, they jump off sides. False start, I guess, is more of what it was. So that'll push them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. Valle now operating on their own 43.
That's got to be the at least fourth false start they've had tonight.
And they've all come in the last 2 series.
And it's been on first downs. You know, I mean, just they're backbreakers. I mean, you have to go 1st and 15 every time.
Greminger out of the shotgun, takes a snap, rolling to the near side, trying to get to the corner, escapes one tackler, rumbles ahead and gets near the 50-yard line. He gets back just a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. A good pickup on the keeper by Greminger. They'll mark him down at the 49-yard line. He will pick up 6 yards, and it will be 2nd down and about 9.
And again, 2 missed tackles by the Herculaneum Blackcats right there.
Was able to get around the lineman.
Pig had a chance to get him, and then one of the linebackers also missed him until he was brought down. They've got to start getting more wrapped up on tackles and getting more people around the ball. That's what Blackcats are known for, is swarming the ball.
And we get ourselves another flag, this one coming from the far sideline. Valle Catholic may have jumped again. And they do. 5 yards back. So now it'll be 2nd down and 14. Valle Catholic has certainly stubbed themselves. They stubbed their toes many times in this football game.
Oh, I think the official had taken the ball back 10 yards for the false start.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think they're going to have to recount it.
It was 2nd and 8, so it should be 2nd and 13, and he walked it off to 2nd and 20.
The ball should be placed at around the 44-yard line. We're going to get a timeout. I believe we are. We'll take a timeout as well as Valle Catholic wants to talk it over. It'll be 2nd and 14 when we resume here in this first half with 7:10 to play, and now it's not going to be a timeout. I think just Coach Nager brought his entire team over for a moment while the referees were debating where the football needs to be placed after the penalty. So no timeout, we'll keep it here. We've had almost an entire first half of commercial-free football.
Yes.
Where there's been no breaks whatsoever. Greminger out of the shotgun, looks to the left side, heaves it, has a man open, escaping one man and falling ahead forward near the first down marker is Cole Beezer, who got himself free. Just kind of hanging out in the middle of the field. Herculaneum didn't get to him quick enough. Is it going to be a first down? We'll have to see, but it looks to be very close to that, a 14-yard gain, and it is a first down.
Again, just another 5-yard hitch. They turn and gain 10, 12 more yards on after the catch.
Tighten it up.
What do they call those, yaks? Yards after the catch?
Quite a few of those, and just like running back yaks. That's
Yes.
yards after contact.
Right. Yeah, there's been a lot tonight. Herky has not done a great job of wrapping up and tackling this evening, which is unlike and it was uncharacteristic of a Herculaneum Blackcat team.
Ryan Watson just jumped off sides, so that's going to be 5 yards against Herky. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 42, it's going to be 1st and 5 from the 37. 6:40 to play in this first half. Herculaneum and Valle are scoreless.
And this is where Valle can be dangerous on 1st and 5 because they like the spread. They can do so many different things here with take a couple chances here on you deep.
Herculaneum shuffles their line as Greminger's going to run it up the middle, and they opened up a hole there momentarily for him, and then Greminger tried to jump a man and got picked up and dropped. He'll pick up a couple as he gets across the 35-yard line to about the 33. He'll pick up about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and about 2. A long 2 yards here.
Greminger has 44 rushing yards on 8 carries already tonight.
Not bad. Greminger's looking to throw. He's rolling out to the right side. He's going to try to cut it up the middle, and he fakes the throw and then gets pushed out of bounds right near the first down marker. And it looks like he got to the 30-yard line, so it looks like he'll have that first down. He's going to pick up about 4.
And he paid for it. He was drilled by number 70, Alex Hudson, on the sideline. Did not go for the fake whatsoever. But Grimminger made the right decision there. Just tuck it under, picking up the yards.
So Valle Catholic moving it closer and deeper into Herculaneum territory. We're going to get a timeout. Herculaneum and Valle Catholic are scoreless. We'll take a break. We'll bring it back here in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF. No score between Herculaneum and Valle Catholic as it's 1st and 10 for Valle on the Herculaneum 31. The Valle Warriors moving the ball nicely on this drive. Put themselves in trouble a little bit with a few penalties. And rolling to the left side is Grimminger. Looks to unload the football. Has a man wide open right at the 20-yard line. He got that one to Nathan Guile. Did he get the first down? They're checking on it. It is a first down. At the 21-yard line. And out of the shotgun, again, is Grimminger. And the handoff goes up the middle to Uding, and here comes the whistle, and it looks like another flag from the near sideline. It might be another offside or false start penalty against Valle Catholic, and I'm sure Coach Nager and the Valle coaching staff have got to start getting, they have to be getting frustrated with this.
Yeah, and that was on the receiver and a guard. That was on 2 different players. That was an obvious one there. And they've had a couple that some of the kids were moving forward that they haven't called. That they didn't quite move their feet, but they were moving their shoulders and head, and that they've let go.
Now it's 1st and 15 from the 26.
Again, here we go, 1st and 15 on first down. That's the second or third time this possession.
And looking to the near side, now flushed out of the pocket is Grimminger. Gets around one defender, lets it go right side, and the ball's tipped and caught. Tipped by a Herculaneum defender and caught by number 4, Michael Loida. And he gets down to the 10-yard line, just shy of that, to the 11, when it looked like for certain Herky was going to try to deflect that one away, and he tipped it right into the arms of the receiver.
What great concentration by Michael Loida there. Justin Ramsey breaks on the ball perfectly, goes right through his hands. He tips it, goes right through his hands, right to Loida, who has the concentration there to pick that up.
Second down and about a yard from the 11-yard line. And Grimminger looks to the sideline. He's going to call a timeout. Timeout by Valle Catholic. We'll take a break as well. 4:55 to play in the first half. Herculaneum and Valle Catholic are scoreless back in 60 seconds on KJFF. Under 5 minutes to play first half. Valle Catholic and Herculaneum are scoreless. Valle, again, looking at this second down and 1 from the 11-yard line. Grimminger rolling to the left side. Trying to get free, and now Grimminger's in trouble. He's going to throw it away to the corner of the end zone, incomplete. He has turned around and heaved it away. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 1. Good pressure applied there by Rulo.
Good decision by Grimminger to get rid of that. That's 2 passes in a row that Rulo has gotten there and got pressure on Grimminger. You know, how unfortunate though for the Black Cats to have that interception go through the hands of Ramsey right into Loida. That's the second good read tonight by Ramsey. The first one he did pick off. The second one, and you ask him, he'll tell you he should have had that.
3rd down and a yard for Valle Catholic. They're going to line up in a more of a power formation with 2 running backs. Grimminger's going to keep it himself, running to the right side, trying to get to the corner. Tripped up right at the 10-yard line and knocked out of bounds. And it looks like he just got to the 10. He may have enough, I do believe, for that first down. It could be a first and goal. And we'll see about the spot here. It is first down. It's going to be first and goal for Valle Catholic.
Just inside the 10 there. Nice tackle there by Washburn.
A couple of scores that we can pass along here in just a second as this drive continues for Valle. And Grimminger hands off to the man running through on a sweep play. He will get into the end zone. A touchdown for Valle Catholic. Handoff good to Garrett Kurtz, and he's able to score on a sweep play, if you will.
Yeah, nice little job there. They run the spread formation. Kurtz comes from the near sideline here, goes in motion. They hand off to him underneath. He takes it outside. The tight end seals it there, gets out. Wide receiver does a great job of blocking on the D-back, and he goes untouched on the opposite side here of the field for a 10-yard touchdown.
10-yard run by Garrett Kurtz. And it is Valle Catholic breaking this scoreless tie with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And the kick is a line drive shot, but it does make its way through. 7-0 Valle Catholic on top back in 60 seconds on KJF. Bring it back, Cole. Bring it back, Cole. Justin Ramsey gets the kickoff, brings it just across the 30-yard line to the 31. And Herculaneum begins this next drive, and we will check in now with James Young, who's at DeSoto High School as the Dragons take on the Warriors. Go ahead, James. And as we return, first down run by Jason Washburn is going to be taking away as there's a penalty against Herculaneum. It's about a 3-yard run that will be taken away from the quarterback Washburn. Not sure exactly what the call was there. I just know the flag came out as soon as the ball was snapped. I don't know if it was a legal formation or what the case may be.
He's calling something the quarterback was doing. It's something that's illegal. He's bouncing or hopping back there before he's getting the ball from the center, getting the snap from the center. I'm not sure exactly what he called it, but Stan Helms is not happy with whatever the call is. But I've never really seen that, the way he called that, kind of like hands down by the side and kind of waves them back and forth. I'm not sure exactly what that is.
Obviously something you don't see very often.
Yeah. It's almost looked like the quarterback, like he's saying the quarterback's baiting the other team to, come across the line before he's getting the ball from center. He's explaining to Washburn now what he's doing. So at least he's trying to teach the young man.
Well, after the penalty, it's first and 15 from the 27. And the flip comes to the near side, and a little pitch and run, if you will. Getting the opportunity that time was Malcolm Smith, and he gets back up near the original line of scrimmage. Looks like he got up to the 31-yard line, so it will be, looks to be second down and about 11.
Yeah, that didn't look good from the beginning. They hit Washburn right there on the option. They hit him right away, and Smith cut back field there and got 5-yard pickup. But those Valley St. John Warriors are doing a good job of run blitzing there.
Valle leads it 7-0 after scoring on that last drive of theirs on a 10-yard run by Garrett Kurtz. And here's Washburn looking to pass, running out to the right side, trying to get free. Still free, and comes back near side. And amazingly, he's not going to get rid of the football. After all that running, he's going to pick up just a couple. But boy, he should have been brought down for about a 10-yard loss, but he escaped several tacklers in the backfield.
I don't know how. I have no idea how he did that. He was actually about 15, 16 yards back, and just that number 73 for St. John, the defensive end, actually had him in his grasp, swung him around past the other Valle St. John warrior. He dodged 2 or 3 more, and then we're still thinking he's going to throw the ball away, and he keeps it and picks up 2 or 3 yards.
That is a long way to run for 3 yards.
He probably ran a total of 30, 40 yards to pick up 2 or 3. But what a gutsy heads-up play by Washburn.
3rd down and 8 for the Black Cats. Washburn with Malcolm Smith in the backfield. Smith gets the carry, trying to come near side. Breaks the tackle in the backfield, now gets free up the middle to the 50-yard line to the 40. Foot race down the left side and brought down at the 25-yard line. Malcolm Smith exploding, breaking tackles, finally broke a big one, and he's into Valle Catholic territory, and he's brought down inside the 25. Mark him down at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Herculaneum Black Cats on the run by Smith.
43-yard pickup there by Malcolm Smith. And again, Valle St. John had a good read on it. I mean, there was not much there, but he makes one nice cut back upfield there, right between 2 warriors, and comes right out of there for a 43-yard pickup.
Washburn takes the snap, hands off the pig up the middle. Running forward, he'll pick up a few. Near the 20-yard line is where he'll be brought down. Just a little bit shy of that. He'll pick up about 3. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. Malcolm Smith went to the sideline after that run. It looks like he's back on the field now. No, he's just getting a rest. He's right here in front. Not quite back on the field yet, but he's not hurt. Washburn, hands off, going to the right side. A new ball carrier getting into the act. He gets some room. Great run off the right tackle. And Lonnie Baker picks up several. And he may have a 1st down. He's very close to it. He needed to get to the 14-yard line. It looks like he got that. It'll be 1st and 10 for Herculaneum as the ball is on the 13. So now Herculaneum with an opportunity. Washburn. Delayed handoff goes to Jesse Pig. Cuts it forward. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line down near the 5. Another hard run by Jesse Pig. And he's got some solid yards on that one. One of the best runs he's had so far in this young game. And a timeout is going to be taken by Herculaneum as the Black Cats will be looking at 2nd down and about 3. And they're going to talk it over. We'll take a break as well. We'll bring it back here in 60 seconds. Herky's knocking on the door. Valle Catholic, however, does lead 7-0 on KJFF. 2nd down and about 2 yards from the 5-yard line. Herculaneum is knocking on the door. Ramsey's going to take this one himself, a direct snap as he lined up as the quarterback. And he is going to be brought down right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that time they had Justin Ramsey come in and run quarterback and shotgun formation, and he just kept the ball and ran off right tackle for no gain. As Washburn comes back in to take the snap.
Washburn is back in at quarterback, as he said. Malcolm Smith along with him. They're going to run option to the near side. And Washburn slips up the middle. He'll have a 1st down. Not quite to the end zone, but he does get inside for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal for Herculaneum. And it looks to be from about the 1-yard line.
Another good decision option off the left side, but Washburn to keep it.
And a timeout will be taken by Herculaneum with 35 seconds remaining in the 1st half. We'll take another 1-minute break. Herculaneum's looking at 1st and goal as they trail 7-0 to Valle on KJF. 1st and goal for Herculaneum, and there is Washburn heading off. Kyle moving forward. Touchdown, Herculaneum! Malcolm Smith gets into the end zone for the Black Cats. And Herculaneum is 1 extra point away from tying this ball game up.
Just a nice little dive there to Malcolm Smith. with a 2-yard gain. That puts him, Ryan, at 120 yards on the night so far on 16 carries.
31 seconds left. Herky is able to score. Ramsey's back for the kick. And the extra point has plenty of distance. No problems there, and it makes its way through. We're tied at 7. We'll be back in 1 minute for the kickoff on KJFF. Our score tied up at 7. Herculaneum and Valle Catholic 31 ticks remaining in the first half. Malcolm Smith with a 1-yard touchdown run tied the ball game up after the Ramsey extra point. Herky's going to boot it on the ground. The ball's loose for a moment. Picked up on the far side near the 30-yard line. Coming back near side and then hammered down is the Valle return man. Not much room there for number 3, Zach Weiler of the Valle Catholic Warriors. With 24 seconds left, Valle Catholic has it 1st and 10 on their own 30. Check the scores real quick. 14-0 Windsor on top of Lutheran South in the second quarter. Brentwood leading Crystal City at the half, 14-0. Farmington and North County at last check were tied at 7 in the second. St. Genevieve leading 21-0 over Dexter, that's in the second. Fredericktown 7-0 over Sykeston in the second. And as you heard from James Young at last check, 9-0 Fox leading DeSoto in the second. Grimminger coming near side for Valle, lets it fly. Ball is juggled and out of bounds. It'll be an incomplete pass. He was able to hang on, but he didn't gain control until he was out of bounds. Loida could not haul that one in. Would have been a first down.
He was helped out there by Justin Ramsey, who put a pretty good hit on him. But again, Loida, that's another good example of his great concentration as a wide receiver. But nice play by Ramsey to make sure that he didn't come in bounds with that.
Here late in the second quarter, Herculaneum and Valle Catholic tied at 7. 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We're almost to halftime, and Valle Catholic looks like they're going to take a knee and go into the break with a tie score as that knee is set down, and the rest of the time will run out here in the first half of this football game. It is 7-7 between Herculaneum and Valle Catholic as the final seconds go off the clock here at Dugan Memorial Field. We've reached halftime. We'll get an updated check of scores coming up in a few moments. We'll send it back to the studio for that. As we take a 2-minute timeout, we'll bring it back here in a couple moments to check some of the first half numbers and still highlights ahead. All that still here in this ball game as Herculaneum and Valle Catholic are tied at 7 on KJFF.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
You always see a lot of guys really taking a lot of water breaks in those August practices, things like that, but you didn't see any of that this year. I mean, there is nothing that any of the coaches or players could complain about with the way the weather situation worked those first 3 weeks of practices.
And the officiating crew tonight has done a good job. They've called some of their own timeouts to give the kids some water breaks, and which is good. But I think it was just precautionary because I don't see really a need for it tonight. But I'm sure with their meetings they said that's what they're going to do for week 1 or probably
I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen people cramping up.
Yes.
Because it is still a little bit on the warmer side. It was kind of humid today. As we get the kickoff to the Black Cats, which will go to the far sideline, and it's going to be picked up there by one of the up men for Herculaneum, and he goes across the far sideline, brought down near the 25-yard line. Not sure who it was that picked that up. I think it was certainly one of the up men.
It looked like number 67,
I
Tyler
think right,
Rulo.
Rulo. So he gets a chance to return the football.
Lineman's dream right there. He didn't hesitate either.
No.
He looked back, didn't see anybody grab it, so he went back and picked it up. I'd say one thing, too, is this field for Herculaneum is in great shape. I mean, it's just a beautiful, natural, grass turf. I mean, it's nice. It's nice out there.
It certainly is. Herculaneum lined up on the left hash mark. And out of the shotgun is Washburn. Herky did kick off to start the second half, so they're on offense to begin this half. And here's Jesse Pig breaking a tackle. And he brings it up a couple of yards before he falls over. Several Valley Warriors there to bring him down. But a couple of yards picked up there by Jesse Pig. When it looked like he could have got tripped up in the backfield. Instead, he turned what could have been no gain into about 3 yards. Second down and 7 for Herky. Malcolm Smith and Pig remain in the backfield along with Washburn as they continue to run out of the shotgun. Haven't seen Herculaneum pass it very much, and now there's a little bit of a delay for Herky to get the play in. A couple of seconds left in that play clock, and here's the handoff to Smith. He's got room, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward right at the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up a few on that play, but Valle was there to bring him down pretty quickly. And it's going to be third down and about 3 coming up.
Yeah, Ryan, you were saying that they didn't pass very much. They only actually had 3 pass attempts. They completed one of those passes, and the other one was an interception. So for 1 yard. So not a lot of passing, but with Malcolm Smith running for 123 yards so far, we're probably going to see a lot more of him on the ground. They've done a great job running the ball tonight.
Make it a third down and 4 as Washburn is out of the shotgun, running option near side, cuts it back in, sidesteps a man, falls forward to the 35-yard line, but I believe he's going to be a little short of the first down. It'll be a big decision coming up here for Stan Helms and Herculaneum, but I would bet they're going to punt this ball away if they didn't make it. Even though it is a short field, it's going to be less than a yard.
I don't know. Coach Helms, you know how he is.
Yeah.
With less than a yard, he's got a lot of confidence in that offense. I mean, it's not even a yard, is it?
I don't think so. It actually, from this vantage point, it looks like it's a lot closer than I thought, watching where Washburn went down.
I think it was a really good spot because I think his knee hit down a little bit earlier than that, probably closer inside or just past the 39 instead of just inside the 40. But I think that they bring these chains out, they're probably going to be about 2 or 3 inches short again.
The chains are coming out. 10:26 to play, third quarter. Herculaneum and Valle are tied at 7. And we'll see if the Black Cats got enough for this first down to keep this opening second half drive going. And they get all the kinks worked out in the chain link. And they're going to be a little bit short, it looks like. Probably about 6 inches. Big time decision. Big decision here for Herculaneum. You got an offense that's been off and on throughout the night, but it is a big decision here for Herculaneum. This will be a big test for them if they go for it. We'll see what they do to try to maybe draw Valley Catholic off sides. Herculaneum is lining up in an I formation with 2 receivers to the left side. And it's a keeper by Washburn, no problem, they'll get it.
False start. Left guard. False start.
Trying to look for the flag. There it is. Okay. False start against Herky. That will push it back 5 yards, and it'll be now 4th and about 5. And now there's no question they're going to have to punt.
Wow.
So Valley Catholic dodges a bullet. Herculaneum shoots themselves in the foot.
We just talked about how they have been so disciplined and not pick up many penalties, and that was a very crucial one right there.
That's another good example of us putting the curse, if you will, on on one of the teams. They've been doing a good job of this, good job of that, and then what do? They do the very opposite after we say that. Here's the punt as Pig lets it go to the far side, takes a Black Cat bounce to the 30-yard line, inside the 30, and to about the 28-27-yard line. Pretty good punt there from Jesse Pig. Cole Beezer had no chance to return that one. And it will be Valley Catholic taking over on their own 27-yard line in this tie score.
That was an excellent punt. That was about a 50-yard punt right there. Actually going to go down as a 44-yard punt.
And now Valle Catholic will try to get their offense going, which at times looked very good in the first half. Greminger again will take the snap out of the shotgun. Joining him in the backfield, I believe, is Uding. And he fakes the handoff, goes up the middle, and Greminger will sneak up to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up a couple of yards.
That Greminger's a pretty shifty runner. You know, he's got really quick feet. He's not that big. He doesn't have great size. About 5'9", 165 or so. But he's got really shifty, quick feet. Does a good job, and it's hard to really get a really good stick on him.
And Greminger looking to throw, and it's intercepted, thrown right into the arms of one of the Black Cat linemen, and then he drops the football, fumbles it, but Herky still pounces on the ball. That was one of those tough catches to try to make because the intended receiver was about 5 yards behind him. But picking that one off and holding on to it, Caleb Southern. He picks it off, he fumbled it, but the Black Cats pounce on it, and Herky's got something building. They have the ball, 1st and 10 inside the Valle 30-yard line.
Well, he's got nice hands. I saw him warming up in pregame, taking some snaps for that receiver, tight end, and he was making some really good catches in pregame warm-up right there. That was an excellent use of his hands right there. That was a very tough pass to pick off from the defensive end position right there.
So Herky will operate out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Smith. Off right tackle, getting free, trying to get to the corner. To the 10-yard line, he'll be pushed out inside the 5. Inside the 5-yard line is Malcolm Smith. And it'll be 1st and goal for Herculaneum.
He's coming up limping a little bit. I don't know if it might be a cramp or something. He's coming off the field right now. Ooh, couldn't make it there. Might be a cramp. Let's just hope it's just a cramp. Of course, it probably is because we said they weren't cramping up very much. So we probably
You're exactly right.
But that was a 23-yard run by Malcolm Smith. What great blocking right there on the right side, especially by the wide receiver there. I didn't get a number actually on that one, but wide receiver did a great job blocking on that to allow Malcolm Smith to get around the end, down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 3.
They're working on Smith right now, right near the sideline. And it's probably a cramp with the way they're stretching him out.
That receiver was number 11, Ryan Watson there. Had that key block there to allow Malcolm Smith to get around the outside.
Herculaneum will certainly turn to someone else to try to punch this ball in. Could be Jesse Pigg's opportunity, or even Lonnie Baker, who we saw had a very good run earlier in the game, kind of filling in for Smith after that 43-yard run that he had.
That now puts Malcolm Smith up to 146 yards on 18 carries for the game.
A couple of updated scores real quick. Principia is now unloaded on St. Pius, 42-0 in the second half. Maplewood's turned the corner. They're up 21-7 now in the third against Park Hill Central.
Wow.
Caruthersville St. Genevieve tied at 7 in the third, and now Sykeston and Fredericktown got a close one, 14-13. Fredericktown on top of that one. That one also in the second half now.
It didn't take Maplewood long to turn that one around. They were down 7-0 to Park Hill Central and now lead 21-7. That Brian Allen is some athlete.
We'll see what the future is going to hold for that young man. An opportunity maybe to play both D1 basketball and football at the same school.
I'll tell you what, if you get a chance to go watch Brian Allen from Maplewood, if he's going to be playing down here in the county a couple of times this year, if you get a chance to watch him play, you need to go see him play. If you don't get to see him this year, you'll probably see him the next year or two on national TV. He's got that much skill.
There is Washburn out of the shotgun as Herculaneum has it. 1st and goal from the 4. The handoff goes to Pigg, trying to get off the left tackle. Still on his feet down near the goal line. He comes up short. But it's going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 1 as Jesse Pigg almost punched it in. Couldn't quite get to that corner.
Good touchdown saving tackle there by number 73, Brian Kurtz, from his right defensive end of position. He could just use that stiff arm Ryan. I think he'd have got in. But Pig's more the fullback type, not much of the tailback with the shifty moves and the stiff arms. He's more of a straight ahead runner.
Washburn again out of the shotgun with Baker and Pig. The handoff goes to Pig up the middle, trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get there. He is short of the goal line. And it'll be 3rd and goal for Herky from the 1.
Well, here comes Malcolm Smith. That had to be just a cramp for Malcolm Smith, as looks like 26 coming out of the game, Lonnie Baker for the Black Hats, and number 11, Ryan Watson. But 82 Pig, he runs really hard, but he runs straight up. And on the goal line, he hit that line hard. But
he doesn't lower his
if he would
his
just
head.
lower his head a little bit, he'd actually move the pile there. But he had a good head of steam, and he just got stopped.
Herky's lining up in an I formation. Washburn hands off to Smith, up the middle, trying to move the pile forward. Touchdown, Black Cats. On 3rd and goal, Malcolm Smith is able to punch it in, his 2nd score of the game, and Herculaneum has taken their first lead.
Malcolm Smith straight up the middle there, following the lead block of Pig for his 2nd touchdown of the game, a 1-yard run. He had a 2-yard run earlier, bringing these totals up to 147 yards rushing on 19 carries. He's cramping up again down here.
Here's the extra point for Ramsey. Good pressure by the Valle line, but they can't get to him. And the kick is good. Herculaneum leads at 14-7 over Valle. Back in 60 seconds for the kickoff on KJFF. Herculaneum getting set to kick off to Valle Catholic, and a whistle blows. A man right at the 50-yard line, and it might be a penalty against Herculaneum, maybe offside on the kickoff.
Yeah, one of the linemen on the end over there crossed it before it was kicked. It was a great kick, too. Ended up down there about the 1. On that touchdown drive, we've got to make sure we give credit to Caleb Southern on that great interception he had to lead to that touchdown. I mean, again, Herky's defense picks him up, getting their 3rd turnover on the night. Again, a pass through the middle, defensive end. Caleb Southern puts his hands up, makes a great catch. And Herky Black Cats turn into a touchdown, taking lead 14-7. We're talking about the cramping, Ryan. The beginning of the second half is always a bad time because you go in there and you sit for a while, and you come back out and you try to loosen up, but it's not the same.
You don't stretch as much as you do prior to the first half starting.
No, you're stretching, you're going a little half speed here, a half speed there, and then here you stretch and you come out full speed. Hopefully Malcolm Smith can be back on the field and actually stay there for the rest of the game.
They're continuing to work on him as another booming kick comes down from Ramsey. Taken at the 15-yard line. Running off the right side, getting a little bit of room, and down the sideline, and tripped up right at the 50-yard line. A little bit of room there for the return man for Valle Catholic, Garrett Kurtz, who has the only touchdown for Valle. And he was able to get right to the 50-yard line on a good return of about 35 yards.
Yeah, great return right there. He did what you're supposed to do. Head up the middle, get everybody sucked in, and then take it outside. And that's what he did. Great job on the outside, caught by the pursuit. But again, right there, that changed the whole field position in favor of the Warriors there, starting with their first drive. Second drive of the second half inside Herculaneum territory.
So Valle Catholic with excellent field position to start this their first possession of the second half, down by 7. Out of the shotgun, Greminger gets the snap, and he hands off to Uding, and he is met by several Herky Black Cat defensive linemen. No gain. In fact, he may have lost a yard. He did. Now he'll line up on the 49-yard line. He may have lost 2, actually.
Looked like number 78 or 79 for the Black Cats. I couldn't exactly see which number that is, but he came flying there from his deep in the tackle spot.
79, that was Waits.
Yeah, he was the first one in on that tackle. He just shot right through there.
So Valle now looks at 2nd down and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun again. Greminger is going to run to the near side. Lets it go across the middle. Tipped in the air. Almost intercepted. A diving effort at the end by Washburn. Check that, number 5 for Herculaneum. That was Scott Kaltenbraun who almost picked that one off. It goes incomplete. That would have been the 3rd interception by the Herculaneum if Kaltenbraun was able to keep that one from touching the ground.
That was a nice job there by number 70, Alex Hudson. His linebacker was in. He dropped all the way back, almost in the safety position, and tipped that ball up in the air for Kaltenbraun.
3rd down coming up. And running off the right side is Greminger. Thought about unloading the football, and oh boy, he took a shot. He got shoestring tackled and stayed in bounds, got across the 50, and then took a shot in the end. He was nowhere near a 1st down, however. He only picks up about 4 yards on the play, but it's going to bring up 4th down and a lot. And Herculaneum has a player down. Don't know if he's cramping or if it's something else.
Yeah, I think what happened there was Greminger was running on the outside down the sideline there. He got tripped up as Washburn was coming to make the tackle, and that lowered Greminger, and it looked like he might have got a head right there on the quadricep or the knee, which, I mean, you get that quadricep contusion right there, and that's a pain to get that bruised quad. I'm not for sure exactly what that was, but that's exactly what it looked like there.
Can't tell from here who that is that's down.
I believe it's 8 Washburn. I think he was coming up from his safety position to make that tackle. And I think he took a helmet right on the knee or right on the quadricep because Greminger was shaken up too. So it must have been, he's over there on the sideline right now himself. He's taking a knee. He's over there talking to the coach, and I'm sure he's just getting some plays and some information, but he was up, he got up slowly also on that. He got his bell rung a little bit.
Herculaneum leads this one 14-7 as they help the young man up to his feet. That's 11, Ryan Watson, who is down. He's the young man who actually moved in from Arkansas and is new to Herculaneum and was one of those guys perhaps vying for the quarterback position this year. There was actually a little bit of a quarterback controversy going into this year for Herky. I mean, you had Washburn, who's been the starting quarterback the last 2 years, but Herculaneum really thought about using Justin Ramsey and even Ryan Watson perhaps as the starter. I don't know if maybe it was motivation to try to get Washburn into the mix and get a little more motivated or whatever. I don't know. But Watson's one of those guys that Coach Helm said if he doesn't get the quarterback spot, he'll play somewhere. But he took a shot there, and he's being helped off the field right now by a teammate, Spencer Alexander.
Well, we already saw Ramsey actually take a snap in this game.
Yes,
and,
at quarterback.
And ran it, yes. Sorry about that. It was not Jason Washburn.
It is Ryan Watson.
And almost, I can almost guarantee that was a helmet to the quad because they checked him out. He's walking on his own. And if you've ever, I mean, if anybody's ever had that bruise on their quad, it's usually a deep thigh bruise, and you can't even hardly bend your leg at the knee. I mean, it's very, very painful. And the hard part about that is that's what that injury is. That's very difficult. I mean, it lingers.
Well, here it is now, 4th down and about 7 for Valle as they punt the football away. It's a very short end-over-end kick that's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline. Not a very good punt at all for Valle. Herky's going to get the ball on their own 31-yard line. That punt only went for about 25 yards, if that. So Herky will take over as Valle's unable to get the 1st down.
Tell you what, you just kind of see that the Valle came out in the second half, had a good defensive stop there on Herculaneum, had the ball, had things going. All of a sudden, an interception. Herky comes down and drives it, and you can just, I mean, their sails are down right now. I mean, you can just kind of see it. They're just not as they're not flying around the field as they were early in that first half, in that first possession of the second half.
Herculaneum may be smelling blood in the water.
Yes. They can drive it down here and get up by 2 touchdowns. That'll be huge.
Malcolm Smith is back in, and running back, we're going to get a timeout. Herculaneum leads this one 14-7 as we get a timeout. We'll take a break and return in 60 seconds on KJFF. Good crowd is out here for this season opener for Herculaneum and Valle Catholic at Dugan Memorial Field. I want to thank the law office of Breeze Roberts, Ponder Bates, and Zimmer, Bootsy Unichim USA and Festus, Dunn Sporting Goods and Peevely, Comtree of Jefferson County, and the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsborough and Festus. Herculaneum up 14-7 on Valle Catholic with 6:40 to play in the third quarter. Herculaneum 1st and 10 from their own 32. Out of the gun is Washburn. Takes the snap, hands off to Pig. Pig up the middle. He's got some running room. Still on his feet to the 50 and brought down at the 49-yard line in Valle Catholic territory. Longest run of the night for Jesse Pig. And Valle was keying in so much on Malcolm Smith that Jesse Pig is the one who got the carry pretty much straight up the gut and ran a good ways.
Yeah, fullback dive, and he was 15 yards field before he even got touched. Great run by Jesse Pig.
So Herculaneum gets into Valle territory after one play after starting on their own 32. 1st and 10 now on the Valle 49. Out of the gun again is Washburn. Gives it to Smith running up the left side. Escapes one tackler and continues on over the 45-yard line, brought down at the 43. Solid pickup by Malcolm Smith. They're going to mark him down actually around the 42, so a pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and about 3. Herculaneum leading this one 14-7. They scored 1 touchdown in this second half. Both scores, in fact, for the Black Cats have come from Malcolm Smith on the ground. A couple of short runs. Now out of the I formation, it's Smith running up the middle. Gets tripped up as he gets across the 35 and falls near the 30. They mark him at the 31. 1st down yardage. About 11 yards picked up by Malcolm Smith. 1st and 10, Herculaneum.
165 yards on 21 carries tonight for Malcolm Smith.
2 touchdowns to go along with that.
Not a bad first week of the season for him.
Yeah, I'm sure many
through
guys
the
would
third.
take that. Yes. Out of the gun again, Washburn, as Baker joins them in the backfield. And the fake handoff. Washburn rolling out to the near side, throws in the flat. The ball's caught, but falling to make the catch and down right there is number 88 for Herculaneum, John Brown. He makes the catch, which is good for about 5 yards. But his knees were down as he caught the ball, so he had nowhere to go after that. High school football, you just need to be down by contact, or just down in general. That knee hits the ground, you're down.
That was a good play call right there, though. Just to mix it up, keep Valle St. Gent honest. And they've been blitzing their linebackers. That was just to keep them honest right there. Good call.
Washburn will operate out of the gun again with Baker behind him. Baker gets the handoff running up the middle. He gets tripped up right near the line of scrimmage. He's a little bit shy of the 25. No, right at the 25. He only gets about a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 coming up for Herky.
Malcolm Smith now going back into the game. Took a couple plays off there.
This drive continues for the Cats as they lead by a touchdown over Valle Catholic. Washburn out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, gives it to Pig. Pig trying to push his way forward. He is met by several Valle linemen and has dropped after maybe a half a yard gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down and short. Herculaneum has a little bit of a decision to make here.
Yeah, with the leg of Ramsey, he might actually be able to make a 42-yard kick.
Come on, Herky!
It's possible.
But it's a pretty tough kick in any conditions. But they're going to go for it here.
And the Black Cats again going back to that 2 running back shotgun formation. They give it to Malcolm Smith. Runs into troubles. He passes off the left side. He's not going to make it, I don't believe. And they may be turning this one over to Valle on downs. See about the spot, and no, Smith is going to be about a yard short easily. They're going to bring in the chains for giggles. And I think they are. So this one may actually be a little bit closer. From this vantage point, it doesn't look like it's anywhere close.
I think it's yeah. This one's going to be easy to call. Well, we're 2 for 2 tonight, Ryan. This one's going to be easy. They're short by about, a yard? Half yard?
I could see that. Got an update of scores that we'll pass along to you in just a moment as the ball is well shy, and it will be Valle Catholic football as they'll take over on downs. So Valle takes over. They dodge a bullet with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Valle is taking over. Some of the scores we could pass along to you. Windsor all over Lutheran South, 35-0 in the third. Chaffee now up 36-0 on Grandview. That is in the third quarter. Other new scores that we have. St. Genevieve leading Dexter 35-0. That's in the third. Fredericktown up 20-13 on Sykeston. That's in the fourth. First play to Uding as he comes to the near side, picks up a few. A little bit shy of the 30-yard line. They bring him down at the 26. Uding picks up about 5, make it 4 yards.
That's only the 5th run by a running back / receiver for the Valle St. John Warriors tonight. A lot of passes, a lot of quarterback keeps.
Here's a halfback option pass. Cole Beezer lets this one go. He's got a man down the right sideline. It's a foot race and escaping the tackle and a score for Valle Catholic. Scott Kaltenbraun had a shot at him, but he could not make the tackle, and the touchdown is by Zach Weiler on an option pass. Cole Beezer is the one who threw the touchdown score, finding Weiler, and Valle Catholic has perhaps just tied this game.
That was a 74-yard touchdown pass, about 30 of it coming through the air. The last 44 or so coming after the catch. But what a great pass by number 7, Cole Beezer. They do the run to the right, the fake the run, pulls up, passes the ball, hits him right on the money for a 74-yard touchdown pass.
Weiler will go for the extra point to tie the game up, and it's blocked. It is blocked, and it will be still a Herculaneum lead of 14-13 after the extra point was blocked. We'll take a 1-minute break and return for continued football coverage on 1400 KJFF. So Valle Catholic's bid to tie the game up comes up just a little bit short as the extra point was blocked. It's 14-13 in favor of Herculaneum. Here's the kickoff to the Cats. Taken near the 10-yard line by Justin Ramsey. He's got some room up the middle. Coming near side, eludes a tackler. He's down the right sideline. Foot race to the 20, 15. He's brought down near the 10-yard line. Justin Ramsey with a great kickoff return. There is a flag on the field back at the 44-yard line of Valle.
Wow. That was some great blocking right there, right up front. Ramsey takes it right up the middle, but there's a flag on the play.
It almost looked like Ramsey kind of ran out of gas right after he got across the 50. Got tripped up, and it is going to be a penalty against Valle.
I didn't see what that call, Eric. Hopefully you'll give it to us again here.
So Herculaneum is going to have the ball down near the 10-yard line with a chance to push the lead back up to over 7.
Did they call like a tripping? I couldn't really tell exactly what he signaled there.
I couldn't tell either, but they signaled that it was against Valle Catholic.
I was anticipating a penalty on the Black Cats there, but
absolutely.
But I think the Valle St. John coaches are wanting an explanation also.
Oh, they're certainly going to want to know what it was. Herculaneum is going to have it 1st and 10 on the Valle 11-yard line.
What a big play by special teams. Two big plays in a row. Block, extra point. Then they come back with a great kick return all the way down to the left. Oh, push in the back is what he just called.
There we go.
Against the Valle St. John Warriors. Blocking the back. which now puts the ball at the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6.
Oh, wow, so that even came later. Wow.
Yes.
First and goal from the 6 for Herculaneum after the kickoff return by Ramsey down near the 10-yard line. They mark it down at the 11. Now it's first and goal from the 6. And Herky with an I formation. And they fake the pig. They give it to Malcolm Smith running up the middle. Then moves to the right side, gets inside the 5-yard line. And not much further after that.
Good job by the Warrior defense there to corral Smith. Again, it's a long developing run there.
He gets a yard on the play. It's second and goal from the 5. Play comes into Washburn.
As everybody checks their wristbands.
That seems to be a more popular thing for most teams. Now Washburn's out of the shotgun. Gives to Smith up the middle, almost untouched. Touchdown, Herculaneum. Malcolm Smith will increase the lead for Herculaneum. His 3rd touchdown of this ball game.
Straight up the middle, like you said, Ryan, untouched. Nice little counter there. Giving Malcolm Smith his 3rd touchdown of the evening. A 2-yard touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown, and now a 5-yard touchdown to go along with his 174 yards rushing on 24 carries.
Ramsey will go for the extra point, and the kick again has plenty of distance. And it is good. Herky getting set to kick off to Valle Catholic. 1:26 to play in the 3rd quarter. Herculaneum up 21-13 on Valle Catholic. Game was scoreless at the end of the 1st quarter. The first score of the game didn't come until under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Both teams have been able to find the end zone a few times. Valle trying to set up some blockers for their return man. Big tackle laid down by Lonnie Baker back at the 20-yard line. They'll mark Valle down at the 21. And Valle Catholic will be somewhat deep in their own territory to begin this drive, down 21-13.
That was a nice job there by Lonnie Baker. He kept his outside shoulder free. He was the contained man there. Shed his blocker and made the tackle right there. That was a nice job. There's been some very good special teams play tonight by both squads. Have had some good returns and some big hits out there, but none bigger than the Justin Ramsey kickoff return we just had down to the 11 plus the penalty.
I'm not even sure where he caught that ball from. I didn't quite catch it. There's an incomplete pass off the right side. That's something we haven't seen much from Greminger. He's either completed passes or he's thrown picks. That one just falls incomplete, overshooting his target.
I'd say, I'd say Ramsey caught that about the 15 or so. So you're looking at a almost a 74, 75-yard return there, setting up that touchdown.
Valle again out of the shotgun, and Greminger's going to running up the middle. He's got some room, and he is going to get pounded. Still on his feet. He jumped off that hit that was laid down by number 70 of Herculaneum, Alex Hudson. Good job by Greminger to keep his feet. And he comes up to about the 28-yard line. Pickup of about 8 yards. It's third down and about 2.
That was a great block there, too, by number 70, the right tackle for the Warriors, leading through that hole there, or making that hole, I should say.
Valle down by 8, 21-13. Greminger rolling out to the right after receiving the snap. Throws down the right side and laying out for a pass, and it looks like it is caught. Nicely done. That was Michael Leota grabbing that one, and right at the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down for Valle Catholic. That one good for 12 yards, and a fresh set of downs for the Warriors.
Man, he just has some really good hands. That's his 4th reception for about 50 yards tonight. But, I mean, he's just made some, in traffic, there's been balls tipped that he made catches on. There's been some tip balls that he actually didn't have the reception, but still caught the ball, caught it out of bounds.
Greminger coming near side on the keeper, gets to the 50-yard line, spins away from a man, falls down at the 45. That'll be a first down run, good for 15 yards for the quarterback, Mike Greminger.
Starting to see an urgency from both these teams. The game is really starting to pick up a little bit.
This might be the final play of the quarter coming up, as the clock winds down to 15 and counting in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun again is Greminger. He's going to keep it himself, running up the middle. And he doesn't get much. Just gets over the 45-yard line to maybe the 44. Just a 1-yard gain, and the clock sounds, or the alarm sounds, to end the third quarter. Herculaneum up 21-13 as we go to the fourth quarter of play. We'll return in 60 seconds on KJFF. Welcome back to Dugan Memorial Field in Herculaneum, where the Herky Blackcats are on top of Valle Catholic 21-13. Want to thank all the other stations now as they've picked it up. Here Herculaneum trying to hold off Valle. Herky's got it 1st and 10 on the Valle Catholic 20, with the Blackcats on top by 8 points. Valle has been able to move the football pretty effectively tonight, but turnovers have been an issue, as well as penalties.
Just left off with a great run by Malcolm Smith for 38 yards, refusing to go down.
Breaking tackles, running people over. Out of the shotgun here, they give it to Malcolm Smith. Check that. It is the other young man who got the carry. Lonnie Baker is going to run that one in for a touchdown from 20 yards out. Baker came in to give Smith a breather after that long run he just had, and Lonnie Baker puts it in for the score, and Herculaneum has gone up 27-13, pending the conversion coming up. And it looks like a player is down on the field. I'm not sure for which team that is. I think it might be a Valle player. Not sure though, but Lonnie Baker was the one who ran it in to increase the lead for Herculaneum with 4:26 to play here in the fourth.
Just a simple right up the gut dive play for the Blackcats. Lonnie Baker got some fresh legs underneath him. That was his third carry of the night for 27 yards. 9-yard average. Capping off a 20-yard touchdown run there.
Herculaneum started this drive on their own 2-yard line and scored. 98-yard drive. That was after the Ramsey interception of Mike Greminger, the quarterback for Valle. We'll go ahead and take a break as they continue to tend to the injured player. We'll bring it back here in 60 seconds as Herculaneum leads Valle Catholic 27-13 on regional radio. Herculaneum lining up for the extra point as we're back to Dugan Memorial Field. Herculaneum attempting to go up 28-13 on Valle after the touchdown run by Lonnie Baker, good for 20 yards. Ramsey again, plenty of distance on the kick, and it is straight enough. It is through. 28-13 is our score. Herculaneum leading Valle Catholic with 4:26 to play in the ball game. We'll take another 60-second break. Kickoff to Valle after this on regional radio. Kickoff to Valle Catholic as they bring it across the 30-yard line to the 40, breaks a tackle down the left side. He only had one man to get past, and a big touchdown, perhaps saving tackle made by Herculaneum. Looked like Washburn was the one who actually brought him down. But Valle's going to have excellent field position on the 50-yard line as they trail by 2 touchdowns with 4:17 to go.
It's Garrett Kurtz again. He's having a great night returning punts and kicks. That was a 32-yard return to bring it to the midfield. For those of you just joined us, stat you might find interesting, Malcolm Smith, 31 carries tonight for 239 yards for Malcolm Smith. 3 touchdowns, a 2-yard touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown, and a 20-yard touchdown for the Herculaneum running back, Malcolm Smith.
Back to pass is Greminger for Valle. Throws down the left side and just overshot his man. Incomplete. Would have been a first down near the 35-yard line. Instead, he overshoots his target. The intended receiver, number 17, Derek Fallert. Haven't seen him in the game too much on offense.
And again, that pass was right there, just went right through his hands. Greminger's been on target pretty much all night.
Valle Catholic trying to get something going. They have to score to have a chance. Greminger throws far side. And the short pass is caught, but only for about a 4-yard gain. This vantage point, can't quite see who that was.
The receiver, I believe, was Nathan Geely on that.
Guile.
Sorry.
It's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 46-yard line in Herculaneum territory. Valle Catholic out of the shotgun. Greminger passes to the near side. Has a man open. He threw right in between two receivers that could not adjust to make the catch. Weiler was right there, as well as Kurtz. And it's incomplete. It brings up 4th down. This is a must-convert situation for Valle Catholic.
Yeah, down by 2 touchdowns with only 4 minutes to go. I mean, if they don't get it here, Hercules going to run out the clock. It should be game.
And we get a whistle, and a timeout's going to be taken by Herculaneum with 4:03 to go in the ball game. So Herculaneum will call timeout. We'll take a break as well. 4:03 to play. Herculaneum leading Valle 28-13. Back in 60 seconds on Regional Radio. Give it to me, Cole. And back at Herculaneum, an interception by the Herky Black Cats. Their 4th interception of the ball game, a tip pass. And it's brought in by number 52 for the Cats, David Brown. And Herculaneum has pretty much put this game on ice. 3:57 to play, up by 2 scores. They forced another Valle Catholic turnover. And Herculaneum now will try to run out the clock.
And that is the 4th interception tonight for the Herculaneum Blackcats. 2 by Ramsey, 1 by Caleb Southern, and now by number 52, David Brown, who's had a pretty good game from his middle linebacker spot tonight.
He's a guy that they have a lot of high hopes for this season. Herculaneum now goes to an I formation. Handoff goes to Baker, and he gets stripped up running off the right tackle. Picks up a couple of yards, dropped at the 47-yard line. He picks up about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock down to 3 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. And Herculaneum with a 2-touchdown advantage over Valle. This game was back and forth, tied at 7 at the half. Herky went up 14-7. Valle closed within 1, but a blocked extra point kept it from being tied. And then Herculaneum has rattled off 2 scores since. And they're trying now to run out the clock as the Black Cats go back to the shotgun. And the handoff goes to Pig coming near side. Stiff arms a man, cuts it up and to the corner at the 50-yard line, and he's brought down. Pickup of a couple of yards for Pig. It's going to be about a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and about 6 coming up.
That's 13 carries on the evening for Jesse Pig for 77 yards. Nice compliment to Malcolm Smith. Those running backs together have over 300 yards rushing tonight.
The 2 of them have been definitely a mainstay. Herky's offensive line, you got to give them a lot of credit too, because they've opened up some opportunities. And it's pretty obvious Malcolm Smith doesn't need a whole lot of room, and he can go anywhere because he can run people over.
That's true.
Oh, and a fumble on the exchange as Washburn was trying to get it to Baker, but Washburn was able to pounce on the football, and Herky will be forced to punt the ball. It'll be 4th down and about 9 as they're going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Valle calls a timeout with 2:18 left. We'll take a break and return in 60 seconds. Closing moments of this one. Herculaneum leading Valle 28-13 on Regional Radio. Jesse Pig stands back at the 22-yard line to punt the football away as Herculaneum will give it back to Valle. Valle has their entire line up front. They're going to really try to rush Jesse Pig on this punt attempt. He gets it off, and there will be no one back to receive for Valle Catholic. Takes a bounce at the 25, rolls inside the 20 to the 15. And officially down at the 16-yard line. Great punt again by Jesse Pig. Valle Catholic pinned deep in their own territory, down by 2 touchdowns with 2:09 to play. And the mountain keeps getting bigger and bigger for Valle Catholic to try to get back in this football game. Great crowd here tonight. Herculaneum's packed the place. Valle's brought a good crowd with them. It's been a nice night for football. And it's been a very competitive ball game between these two, as we thought it would be. Greminger will operate out of the shotgun with Uding joining him in the backfield. Looking out to the left side, pass is going to go in the flat, and Beezer makes the catch right at the 20-yard line and then brought down. It's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards, and he stayed in bounds. He could not make it to the sideline, so we're under 2 minutes and counting left in this football game. And out of the shotgun again is Greminger. Rolling to the near side, throws across the middle, and an incomplete pass. Leota cannot haul that one in. He's made several catches tonight, but he could not make that fingertip catch, which would have put Valle Catholic in first down territory. Third down and about 5. The minute 39 remaining. And back to pass again is Greminger, looking to the near side, trying to outrun, and heaves one. A great diving catch made at the 34-yard line. Hauling that one in is Kurtz, excuse me. That was Gertz again with another catch. And that is going to give Valle Catholic a first down and still keep them alive in this football game. That's the second time we've seen someone lay out for a great catch on the Valle Catholic side.
Yeah, their receivers have had really good concentration tonight and very good hands. Very few drop balls. The ones that were dropped were tough plays, but they've had a lot of opportunities tonight with Greminger passing for 31 attempts tonight. The big pass play was from Nathan Guiley on that 74-yard halfback pass to Cole Beezer there.
Penalty by Herculaneum has pushed Valle Catholic up even further. Back to the 40 to throw. Pass comes near side. And staying in bounds, a tackle made at the 48-yard line in Herculaneum territory with 1:15 to go. And once again, open on the play was Kurtz, but he cannot get out of bounds, and that's going to cause some problems for Valle as they're running out of time. A minute left, and they still got a long ways to go. They're going to try a double reverse. The ball's fumbled, and Kurtz has to pounce on it, and that's going to lose about 5 or 6 yards for Valle Catholic. A double reverse, and they almost fumbled it away. Kurtz is able to pounce on the football, but a big loss, and there also is a flag on the play on the near sideline. We'll see about the penalty, and it's going to be against Valle Catholic. And that's going to make things even worse for Valle with 52 seconds remaining. It looks more and more like Herculaneum will win this football game to start off the 2008 season. I'm not sure what that call is. It's going to be declined, though, by Herky, as they'll take the loss of down, if you will, and the 6-yard loss they actually took. So it's third down and about 12. Again, out of the shotgun is Greminger, rolling to the left side, looking for someone open, Throws, and the ball is caught by Guile. He runs out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. He's close to first down territory. We'll see about that.
Looks like it might end up about a yard short, Ryan. So looks like it's going to be about 4th and 1.
So it's going to be 4th down and 1, and any chance Valle Catholic has, obviously this is it.
They
have to convert. They have to convert, and Valle's going to continue to work out of the shotgun. And a quick pass into the flat, and the ball is caught. But staying in bounds is Guile. He couldn't get out of bounds. So he does get the first down, but the clock is going to continue to roll as soon as they move the chains. The ball is going to be inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Down to 30 seconds, just a little over 30. And back to pass Greminger, looking left and then throws over the middle, just dumps it to Uding. He's tripped up, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, gets inside the 30-yard line, brought down near the 25. That's going to be a first down for Valle Catholic. That'll stop the clock as they move the chains. Valle's going to go ahead and call a timeout anyway. 28-13, Herculaneum leading Valle Catholic. 23 seconds remaining in the ball game. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with the conclusion on regional radio. Greminger rolling out to his left as we're back from the timeout. Completes the pass to Cole Beezer inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a first down and stops the clock with 18 seconds. Just a little out pattern to the corner. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Valle Catholic at the Herculaneum 14.
That puts Greminger at 229 yards passing for tonight. Yeah, that with the 74 yards, and the Warriors over 300 yards passing this evening, Ryan.
Valle certainly has got it done in the air, and they continue to do that as Greminger rolls to the near side, looking for some room, looking for someone to find open. Heaves it to the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. And the clock stops with 8 seconds remaining after the incomplete pass. A couple of finals to pass along. Fox defeated DeSoto 22-6. Farmington over North County 26-7. Chaffee defeated Grandview 36-8. We'll have a lot more final scores coming up for you during End Zone, which will be coming up at the conclusion of this ball game. This might be the last play of the game coming up here. Valle Catholic gives it to Greminger, rolling to the right side, on the run, trying to get away from Herculaneum defenders. Pass is thrown incomplete, and time expires, and the ball game's over. Herculaneum a winner, 28-13 over Valle Catholic. It was a good ball game tonight. Valle ultimately made too many mistakes, and Herculaneum made them pay thanks to some pretty good defense and some power running. Herculaneum gets the win, 28-13.